Hi everyone, welcome to the story of Chinese characters. This is the last episode for this semester, and we only have 5 characters for today. So woohoo, and don't forget to start your revision, okay? First one, 课, and you probably start to familiar about the above part. That's the roof, all right? That's the roof, and this square to me that's a coal mouse, but here to me it functions like a a cushion, all right? And this part is a person sit there with legs crossed and looks a little bit like begging for food. So this is to describe a person to live away from home, to be a guest. And judged by the picture, the feeling is not as comfortable as in this one. Okay, so for the modern Chinese character is the guest, the person, and the above part is the roof, and lower part is good. You already know this one, right? For every to represent the sound of this character, the same final and same tone. And when you identify this character, just remember above part the roof, and then there's a person with arm and legs crossed and sit on the cushion or the sofa. All right. So the vocabulary, the first one, 不客气, do not. Qi here is the atmosphere. Do not make atmosphere like you are the guest. You're welcome. Don't treat me like a guest. Okay? Next one. 客人, that's the full calling for a guest. Person who function as the guest. Next one. 请客, to invite the guest, of course, you will treat. And the last one. 客厅. Ting is the big room. Regularly, they describe a big room in your house, and normally that's the room for you to have guests' living room. So pay attention, this is not guest room, this is living room, right? We have another word for room, 房. So 客房, that's the guest room. This one is living room where you host the guest, not accommodate them. All right, next one. 表, 表, ancient version. The ancient picture, this above part is the fur. A fur. I don't know how it looks like a fur, but it's fur. And this modern Chinese character is not exactly the word fur, right? And the lower part, this part, is yi. There's a dot in here, dot yi, to represent clothes, right? So for the ancient character to represent this, it represents the coat. As in ancient time, the coat, of course, made of fur from the animal. So they use this character to represent that's the that's the clothes you wear outside of your regular clothes, and it's made of fur, right? And later involve the meaning superficial or outside, then later involve the meaning to present, as to present something superficial or to present something outside for people who could see. And then involved the meaning watch. I don't know how this happened. So the first one is 手表, the watch on your hand, right? But actually it's on your arm, watch. And that's one 表示, use the meaning to present. 表, it means to present, and 示 means also to present, to show, right? So together to express. And 表演, 演 means to perform, to act. And 表, to present altogether, is the performance. And last one, 表格. 格 actually means to form the table. And here, 表is also another meaning as a noun to mean the table or chart, right? Next one, 法, very important Chinese character. This is the Asian version. The left part, 3 drop means the water, alright? And this Asian picture to represent the law, because left part, the water, is our ancestor thing. Water is a thing that could both be very soft to represent humanity, uh, to represent humanity and the concern within law, and it can also be very cruel and very kind of even, right? So to represent the firm of the law. So the left part to use the water, and right part that's quite interesting. That's an ancient god animal in Chinese kind of like a fairy tale who could identify the person who's guilty. That's the animal, right? Like that's the Chinese version of unicorn, but I know it's not as cute as the unicorn you know. And it's a horn on the side, on the head, like this. It's kind of like whenever this animal see a guilty man, it will use this horn to touch the person. So the left part, probably this would be the horn, and this is the guilty person to touch it, touch it. So the left part is the water to represent humanity and the seriousness of the law, and right part is the animal who's in charge of the law in Asian fairy tale, Chinese fairy tale. So the modern meaning is the same law. Left part water, and right part that's the character you definitely know, Chu, right? Chu. And in this one, it represents an animal with ability to identify guilty people. Okay, it's not so hard to memorize as both parts already know. This one, 做法 is the way you do things. It is the way, the law, the rule you do things, right? The way or the method. And 办法, 办 means to solve, and way of solving things, solution. 看法, the way you look at things, your opinion. And 法律, both 法 and 律 means law. Altogether is full calling for law. 法律. Next one. 重. 重 as heavy, right? For the Asian picture, this is a person bending over, trying to lift this is a stuff as a backpack that is so heavy. He cannot lift on its back and carry it. It's so heavy to make the ground bend. See the horizontal line bend. That's my interpretation. Very funny. Describe the picture, alright? A man is bent over trying to lift a very heavy backpack. Right. And for me, the version, the modern version, heavy, you could. That's not the right way, but it helps you to memorize. The above part is 1, 2, 3 stroke. That's 千 to mean 1,000, and lower part is li, like a li inside, and here is also the measurement mile. So 1,000 mile, quite heavy. You need to carry this for 1,000 miles. That's insane, alright, to memorize it at this. But when you write it, it is 1, 2, 3 straight ahead towards the end. Then you finish the rest. Okay, the first vocabulary. 重要, I've already mentioned this from the previous class. 重 is heavy, and 要 is a key point. Altogether, important point, important. And 尊重, 尊, it means to respect. And 重 here to value something very important, to respect or the respect. 重点, alright, heavy point, key point. And 重视, 视 means the vision, to view something very heavy, very important, to pay attention to something. Next one, 收, 收. That's the Asian picture to describe this one, right? The left part is a guilty person with arm scratched. See arm crossed like this, just like this described in the picture. And right part of this is a hand. You probably start to think this is familiar. This is a hand, and this is a hammer, bang, to knock on the hand. That means to punish slightly, to hit slightly. So this is a picture to describe to arrest the guilty person, right? So later involve the meaning to receive, like the prison, to receive the people who's guilty, to put them into prison. And this one, the left part is 揪 to give a hint of this show, right, for the sound. And right part, that's the original picture, see? And later simplified as this means to hit slightly. That's a radical, right? To receive. So the first one is 收入. 收 means to receive, and 入 also means to receive. Here, 入 means to enter, to go something inside. So this is the income or salary. And this one, 收拾. 收拾. To receive something, to collect something together. And 拾 means to pick up something altogether, to put something, to put in order, right? To tidy your room. 收拾. Alright, that's all for today. Thanks for your attention.